Hello! So I'm making some new patches for my jacket, my beloved jacket. I wear this thing everywhere. I'm gonna be really sad when summer comes and I have to stop wearing this because it's denim. But we're making some more patches. I already have quite a few on here, but there's still a lot of room. And I haven't made patches in so long, and it's kind of sad, honestly. I've really missed it, but I just haven't had the time because, I go to school and that sucks. But I think I'm gonna make 3 because I make 3 pretty much every time I make patches. That's just like my number, I guess. I don't know. So I use this old Alessia Cara t-shirt. I'm like completely destroying it and cutting it up into making patches because I didn't wear it ever because after I got it, like a week later, I stopped listening to Alessia Cara. So I never wore the shirt, and I was like, I don't want to get rid of it, so why not just cut it up and make patches out of it? So I'm gonna cut out 3 little shapes, basically. And yeah, it's so hard to cut these because first of all, these are not fabric scissors because my grandma took my fabric scissors because I accidentally left them in the bathroom after cutting my hair. And she just stole them from me. I don't know. And also my hands are so shaky because I drink so much caffeine and I don't eat very much. So cutting out these little rectangles is a lot harder than it should be, probably. But I will admit that is mostly my fault. Okay, so now I have these 3 little rectangles, squares, whatever. And now I personally, I like to paint all of my patches black before I add the words because I just think it makes it stand out more, in my opinion, at least. So I'm gonna paint them black. And I also thought that I could, introduce myself because my channel has grown a lot more since the last time I decided that I would make videos. So my name is Storm. I go by they, them pronouns, and I am a child. My favorite TV show right now is Has Been Hotel. I'm literally obsessed with it. I cannot go a single day without thinking about Has Been Hotel. I think I've only known about the show for a week, and I think I've watched it 7 times. It's great. I'm hyperfixating on it so hard. And that's really fun. That's really fun for me. My favorite character from Has Been Hotel is probably Angel Dust. He's so me. I remember when I watched episode 4, the first time I watched episode 4, I halfway through, I had to pause the show and stand up and go clean my house for 30 minutes because I was crying, right? Because I was oh my god, that's so, it hurt me. It hurt me a little bit. I can't even lie. I play guitar. I've been playing guitar for 8 years. I took lessons for 1.5 years, but then COVID happened, and I did not want to take virtual guitar lessons because I was just ew, no. So I started teaching myself. So I'm mostly self-taught when it comes to guitar. And I'd like to think that I'm pretty good at it. My friends say that I'm pretty good at it, and I don't see any reason why they would lie to me. So, yeah. I paint. Besides my patches, I paint, but I don't really like painting all that much, especially watercolor. I hate watercolor painting. I'm more of a drawing person, honestly. I actually got 2 new sketchbooks yesterday because the one that I have right now is about to be full. And when me and my grandma, we went to the store, and they were buy one, get one free, I'm pretty sure. So she was like, you might as well just get 2 sketchbooks. And I was like, oh, sweet. So that was really nice. And yeah, I draw. I don't draw as much as I used to, but I draw a lot, and I've been drawing a lot more, especially since I have a new hyperfixation. So now I have, stuff to draw. So yeah, that's fun. What else? I love cooking and baking. It's really fun, and learning how to cook and bake is my favorite way to uh, force myself to eat, because it's not fun, but cooking and baking is. So I especially like baking for my friends, because I don't know, I like giving people things. I like seeing my friends happy, so I bake for them all the time. What else is interesting about me? I don't know. I'm not really that interesting of a person. Music. That's something that I like. If you couldn't tell, I really like 2000s emo, if that wasn't, pretty fucking obvious, right? My favorite 2000s emo band is absolutely My Chemical Romance. My Chemical Romance is my special interest. I could ramble on about My Chemical Romance for, so long. So incredibly long. I also really like Pierce the Veil. I'm gonna see Pierce the Veil this summer. I'm going to 2 concerts this summer, but both concerts have 2 headliners. So this summer, I'm going to see Pierce the Veil, Blink-182, Green Day, and the Smashing Pumpkins. I love all of those bands. It's gonna be so awesome, right? But yeah, I like those 4 bands. I never got really into Fall Out Boy or Panic at the Disco. I don't know, they just, I like a few songs by each of them, but I don't know, nothing about them ever really made me go oh my god, I love this band, you know what I mean? They're cool, but they're I'd be fine if they didn't exist. I feel like I'm gonna get killed for saying that. Ooh. I apologize to any other 2000s emos who want to put my head on a stake now, but it's the truth. I'm sorry. I also really like metal, specifically new metal. I like Slipknot a lot. Slipknot's probably my favorite new metal band. I also really like System of a Down, and I also like heavy metal. I like Iron Maiden. I really like Iron Maiden. I think Iron Maiden might be my favorite metal band. Honestly, they're just so cool. Yeah. But no, My Chemical Romance is my favorite band. I'd say my favorite My Chemical Romance. I cannot pick a single favorite song, but my favorite album is definitely Danger Days. I had a whole hyperfixation on the True Lives of Fabulous Killjoys, and I own all of the comics. They're over there on my shelf. It's not a shelf. They're over there, just there. And I love them so much. I got them for my birthday last year, which was so awesome. I was really, really happy about it. And yeah, and now I'm done painting these. So now, I'm done painting these. So now I wait for the paint to dry, and then I add the words and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so they're not fully dry yet, but I'm an impatient fuck, and I never wait for them to fully dry. So I'm gonna start working on them. And the way I make a lot of patches, and the way I know which ones I'm gonna make next, I have a list of all the ones I want to make in my notes app, and I put the ones that I want to make the most at the top of the list, and the ones that I'm I can wait, at the bottom of the list. And that's how I make them. Does that make sense? So yeah, so today I'm making 3. One that says Eat the Rich, one that says My Body, My Choice, and one that says Housing is a Human Right. I did not come up with any of these myself. I actually stole most of these ideas from Pinterest. Because if I'm not on Pinterest, I'm asleep. I'm on Pinterest so often. I just love Pinterest. What were we talking about last? Music. I broke one of my brushes. Oh, I broke 2 of them. This one will work fine. Yeah, obviously, I also really like punk rock. I think my favorite punk band right now would probably be, I always get so scared when I do this, because one time when I was making one of these patches, it was The Beautiful Isn't a Size patch back here. I don't know if you can see, but I accidentally wrote the Z backwards because I'm kind of dumb. Yeah, so now I'm really cautious anytime I do this. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I think my favorite punk band right now is probably the Muslims. They make great music. I love their music so so much. I think my favorite song by them is probably Fuck the System or Fuck These Fucking Fascists. Those are my two favorite by them. And I just think that they're so cool. I think they're really cool. I also really like what's the name? I really like Trap Girl. They make some pretty cool songs. I really like the Ramones. That's probably my favorite like classic punk band. Yeah. The Misfits are cool. I don't listen to them as much, but I think that they're cool. Yeah. What are some other punk bands that I like? Oh, I really like the band Cheap Perfume. That's a great band. I think that they're a really cool band. What else? I love reading. I love reading so much. One of my New Year's like goals, I don't say resolutions because I don't know, I just don't like the idea of a resolution, but I like one of my New Year's goals was to read more because I haven't been reading as much as I used to, and it makes me kind of sad, but I've been failing at that so far, but that's okay. I've read, I think, 3 books so far this year, and that's Good Omens. I read the Good Omens book because I watched the show and I loved it so much. I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which made me cry. Oh my god. It's so good. I loved that book. And I read Radio Silence, which I've read Radio Silence before, but I'm rereading it because I love it that much. And I think the next book I'm gonna read is probably, I'm trying to read the title, but I can't see. It's my bookshelf right over there. I can't see. I need glasses really badly, and I have them, but I just don't wear them because I don't like how they look on me. But I'm gonna get contacts, so that'll fix my problem soon, hopefully. What was I talking about? Books. I was talking about books. Hold on. It's called Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. That's the next one that I want to read really badly. Because I read the description and I think it just sounds so cute. Like, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of romance books because I'm a romantic, probably is why, but I don't know. I just think that one sounds adorable. Okay, so these are turning out really messy like they always do, but I think that that's okay. Because as long as you can read them, does it really matter? You know? And I'm just really bad at, like, handwriting in general, but especially with paint, it's really hard. And, you know, there probably are easier ways I could do this. Like, I have paint pens, but I don't know. They don't work very well for me personally. Like, I don't know. They're just not... I should do this way. I should write choice first so I know that I have enough room for it. My main problem when I make patches is that I always write too big, and then I run out of room, and then I have to paint over it and then wait for that paint to dry and then start again. And I remember one of the patches on my jacket, it says up with trees, down with capitalism. I don't know why, but that fucking patch took me so painfully long. Like, I think I had to paint over the word capitalism at least 5 times before I got it right. And that, like, I was ready to give up, honestly, but it was a sick as hell looking patch in the end, so it was worth it. Yeah. I got the idea for that one. I actually didn't get the idea for that one on Pinterest. I got that idea from my stepdad. Yeah. What else can I say about myself? Because I don't know. I'm a pretty boring person, honestly, believe it or not. A lot of people assume that I have a lot of stuff going on, which is, like, very untrue. I don't do a lot. with my time, actually. Most of my time is spent, at least nowadays, most of my time is spent watching Has-Been Hotel, drawing Has-Been Hotel characters, and thinking about Has-Been Hotel. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm gonna finish painting these, and then, yeah. Okay, so I finished painting on the words. I think I did a pretty good job with all of these, actually, for my first time making batches, and it's been a few months now, actually, now that I think about it. And then I wait for the white paint to dry, and then I go in with my paint pens and I color some of the words, to make it, like, pop more. And then I'm gonna sew them on. And I'm gonna try my best to explain how I sew it, but I'm really bad at explaining things, so forgive me. But, yeah. Okay, so I added some color, and now they look like this. I'm really happy with how all of these turned out, actually. You can't see it, but it's, like, green. It's kind of hard to tell with the light. And so now, I just have to sew them. Smells like something's burning. Something probably is burning. That's not my problem. Now I just have to sew them onto my jacket. I don't know where I'm going to put all of these yet, which I probably should have figured that out before I made them, but I'm a little bit stupid. So, you know, I think most of them are going to go on the back, which I love sewing patches on the back of my jacket, but you can't really see them when I'm at school because, you know, backpack or I'm sitting down. But, yeah, most of them are probably going to go on the back. And the hardest part is the sewing, because it takes so long, at least for me personally. I put on some music because I got tired of not hearing anything but the sound of my own voice. So, the first part is, oh, fuck, I lost my needle. There it is. This happens every time. I always lose my needle because I'm kind of dumb, like I said. The first part, you gotta thread the needles. Shit. Can you tell that I'm really not good at sewing? So, the person who taught me how to sew, my favorite person in the whole world, he told me that you take the thread and cut, like, a lot of it. I do, like, my whole wingspan, I guess, arm span, whatever. And you fold it in half, and then you tie a knot at not the end with the two ends of the thread, you tie a knot at the end that, oh shit, looks like a little loop. And I'm really bad at tying knots. I'm really bad at pretty much everything that comes with sewing, and also I stab myself with the sewing needle all the time. Don't know how. It just kind of happens, because I have shaky, anorexic, caffeine addict hands. That's really funny. If no one laughs, I'm going to be really sad. Yeah. So then you cut the little, I always cut the little, like, loop off because it bothers me. Where did I put my needle? It's right here. And then you thread the needle, which is hard because I can't see what I'm doing. Ow. There we go. And you put, like, a little bit through. I don't know how well you can see what I'm doing, but you pull a little bit through. And then you take what you're sewing, you put it where you want it to go, and I think what he told me was that it's called a whip stitch. I don't know how to, here, maybe if I move my thing so you can see what I'm doing better. Hi. Okay, so he told me that you take this, and you take the patch, and you take the fabric, and then you put the needle through both of them, and then you pull it through. That's a really bad explanation, but I don't know how else to explain it. And then you just do that over and over again. And yeah. And literally, you should probably watch, like, someone who actually knows how to sew for a sewing tutorial, because I really don't know what I'm doing. I've just been bullshitting my way through this ever since I started making patches. But that's how I do it. Kind of shitty explanation, but yeah. But yeah, you just keep sewing until it, can you see that? It looks like that a little bit. And yeah, you just keep doing that. I'm just going to keep doing that until all of the patches are on. And there you go. That's a really shitty tutorial on how I make patches for my punk jacket. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Have a great day. Free Palestine.